Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again I'm coming to you with another product review. And today's product review is going to be on a biometric safe from a company called Ainiro. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I have never heard of this company before, but they contacted me and said, hey, can we send you one of our safes and we make a video on it? And I said, sure, but I'm going to be honest with my viewers. So I hope it's a good product, because you know, here at the Texas Gun Vault, well, we all love firearms, but part of being a responsible firearm owner is making sure your firearms are secure when not under your control. You don't want somebody that's not authorized to have access to them, well, getting a hold of them. And so anytime I get a chance to review any product that deals with firearm safety, I'm all about it. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the camera. We're going to open this box, see what this safe is all about, see if it's quality, and see if it's something worth you looking at. Alright, so here's the box that this safe comes in. It says it's a fingerprint security safe model number HX-008. I kind of like their logo. It looks like a secret society logo. Here on the side, it talks about where it's manufactured, and yes, it is manufactured in China. And on this side, it says the material is cold rolled steel. Well, I have no idea what that means. I'd like to know what grade of steel it is, but let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what is inside. I have honestly not even opened this box since I got it. I just broke the seal a few moments ago. All right, so let's see what's inside this box here. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Looks like we get a lot of stuff. All right, let's get the box to the side. Seems to be packaged pretty nice. Looks like we have some keys. You get a few pieces of information here to activate your warranty. Looks like they have like an Instagram and a TikTok. That's kind of interesting. I'm not on either of those. Actually, wait, I am on Instagram, just not on TikTok. It has some question and answers and some instructions here. So before I look at that, just to see what we have, let's look at this safe and its construction. Well, actually, it seems to be pretty well built. Looks like the hinges are going to be external. I know some people will say that's actually easier to break into, but remember, this safe is probably not designed to be the most hardened, pick-proof safe. It's just one for the house, probably to keep little kids from accessing your firearms, or to just put one layer of security between your firearm and someone that you don't want to have it. So as I said, this is probably not a safe that you're going to want to put in a dangerous location where there's a bunch of bad people that you don't want to have your gun. It's not going to be that secure. But let's see here. So the material seems to be kind of hard, a little bit flexible. The buttons here are big. We have a fingerprint reader. It says push. All right, so I guess I gotta say the construction's pretty nice. The only thing that would concern me would be the hinges in the back. So probably with just a little bit of work, you can punch those little pins out or maybe damage that and get into the box from the back. But that would still take a little bit of work. I doubt a kid could possibly bust into that. So let's go ahead and get the keys open here, and let's see what the safe looks like inside before we turn it on and learn how this thing works. All right. Okay, so we get a lockdown cable inside. Looks like we're going to need to put some batteries in this thing, which do not come with it. Just going to open it up here. Looks like we got some AA batteries. We have an add, a delete, a reset. So this is very similar to the other safes that I have reviewed in the past, like the Pinewood P5 and the Winsent. The only thing about this one that seems to be a little bit different is the padding seems to be a little bit more thick. I do like that, but it does not seem to be as big. So let me go ahead and get some batteries. We're going to learn how this thing works, where we're going to set it up, and we'll see what it looks like with a firearm inside. Alright, so I've spent a few moments trying to learn how to program this. I think I know what I'm supposed to do here. First thing you want to do is open the safe with the key, and that will give you access to the add, delete, and reset buttons. And after you have put in the batteries in the compartment, it does take 4 AA batteries. The first thing you want to do is clear the memory, and you have to push the reset button 3 times, and there should be 2 beeps. So let's try that. All right, so now the data of the safe has been cleared. First thing we're going to do is add a numeric code. And now this code can be anywhere between, I believe it said 4 or 5 digits and 15 digits. So it can be quite a complex code if you want to put that in. I'm going to put in a very basic and simple one. So let's go ahead and push the add button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, push OK. Then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, OK. It should beep twice. And now that should be the code of the safe. And there you go, it opens up. Now, if you want to add some biometric access, you push the add button again, and whatever finger you want to use, you put it on the sensor 6 times, and it should beep twice at the end. Now, that should help me open the safe. And there we go. So then you can program up to 30 fingers. So I guess you can have 3 people have all 10 digits or 30 people with just 1 digit. I guess that would be your choice. So what does a gun look like in here? Here we have a USP compact and 357 SIG. Well, that fits in there really nice. No problem there. So now you can see the size of this. Let's put in something a little bit bigger. Here's my Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. So I have a bunch of accessories on this. I got a Trigicon and a Surefire X300. It fits in there just fine with a little bit of room to spare. You also have room probably for an extra magazine. So it's actually pretty big. I would definitely say this is a single pistol safe. Maybe if you have 2 very small pocket pistols, you can make that work as well. So now I've got a little time working with this. Let's talk about things I've discovered. I definitely think the weak structural point of this safe is going to be the top, the lid. The lid by far has the thinnest metal as compared to the sides and the bottom. So I definitely think if you were going to go with a brute force entry, the top would be the way to go. The weak point, as I've also mentioned here with the top, is going to be the external hinges. I don't like that. I wish that they were internal or somehow not accessible. Now remember, this is not designed to be a bulletproof, bomb-proof safe. This is just supposed to be a basic security safe, probably to keep kids from accessing your firearms and just add 1 layer of security. In that way, I definitely think this safe works. I don't think a 5, 6, or 7-year-old is going to be able to do a brute force entry on this safe, and unless they have the key, they're not going to get in, especially if you put in a very complex password like 7, 8, or even 15 digits. They're not going to get into this. The odds of them finding that combination is going to be probably near impossible, and if you don't program their fingers, they're not going to get in. If you choose to bolt this down, they do provide 2 screws. However, they're not very big. So if I was going to bolt this down to my workbench here, I would definitely use more substantial screws and probably an anchor or a bolt of some kind. The cable seems to be of decent gauge, but I'd probably go with something a little bit bigger as well. But once again, this isn't designed to be the most bomb-proof safe in the world, just to add 1 layer of security. So on my star system, how would I rate the biometric safe from Ainiro? Well, I have to say I'm only going to give this 4 out of 5 stars for what it is. Now, compared to more high-end safes that are probably a little bit more structurally sound, it might only get about 3 out of 5 stars. But remember, this is a budget-level, entry-level safe, probably to keep kids away from your guns. It is definitely susceptible to a brute force attack and prying, and in the back with those exposed hinges. But to keep a firearm away from kids, I definitely think it does the job. So you have to decide, is this security measure perfect for you? Well, it might be. But if you have people that you definitely think would want to get your gun and have the means to do it, well, this might not be the safe for you, but you have to know your own security situation. So if you are interested in knowing more about this safe, I'm going to put a link in the description. You can go check it out, see if it's in your budget, see if it's what you want, and has all the options that you want. But it seems to be relatively simple to use. I like it. It's attractive. Its construction is okay. Once again, the weak point is going to be the lid and the hinges. But when it comes to the locks and the code and the fingerprint sensor, it all seems to work and seems to be up to snuff in my opinion. So there you go. 4 out of 5 stars for the Ainiro Biometric Safe. What do you think? Do you like it? Is this something that you'd be interested in? And are you in the market for a safe? I know I always am. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.